Let's go, MP! Go to work! Let's go!
You look best. We've got nothing but love for you.
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. Along with the all-star team of Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Pelicans, they're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings. And of course, Memphis, not posing much of a threat right now.
Seeing where the Pelicans are, we'll see if they can up the ante down the stretch. They still have a lot of work to do in order to rise to the top.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. And for Memphis, Ja Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Jackson, then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Wells in at the 3. And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
We know full well how much hype there was behind MP coming into this league, and he was bold to suggest in public that he wants to be the best in his rookie class. And so far, MP hasn't let us down one bit. He's been electrifying and living up to his word.
And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
Thanks, guys. MP is so excited to be here in the NBA. He's aiming for the top of his rookie class. He told me pregame, growing up in Plainview, I dreamed of playing in this league. So just being here is special. We'll see how he performs. Brian?
Well, Allie, I can't wait to see this kid's career develop. Stan, we got a lot of great athletes on the floor tonight. How do you think it'll play out?
Well, both teams want to run, so in that case, a lot of it comes to which team wants to run back on defense. You can't just outrun people one way. There's going to have to be a lot of intelligence and patience out on the floor tonight.
Here's MP, and Clark with a block. Outside Morant. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Well, it took them 4 attempts, but they've taken the lid off the basket. Maybe that'll get some momentum going.
Moore passes to Robinson Earl. Screen by MP. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
And last year, Coach, the Pelicans winning 49 games, their second most ever.
Yeah, Brian, but despite that, they got swept by OKC in the first round, and that just tells you how difficult the West is. New Orleans was the 8th seed. In the East, they get the 3 seed.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. Now here's Jackson, an effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. MP inside, pounded by Morant. Here's Moore. And he lobs it up.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
Here's Morant. Last game out, he had 38 points. Jackson outside. Pass to Wells. Jackson outside. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Morant bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Wow. When Morant is hitting the 3, he becomes basically unguardable.
MP against Morant. Here's the teardrop. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Here's Wells. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Jackson. Clark with it. Now here's Morant. Clark with the screen. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Morant's got 7. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to review the game plan. And time for us to check in on the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Ja Morant.
He's making a lot of friends with the way he's been moving the ball, setting up his teammates nicely in their favorite spots.
McCollum outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, a rangy defender and a knockdown spot-up shooter, Coach. A lot to like about Trey Murphy.
There sure is, Brian. He had the knee issue last season, which was a bump in the road. But for a mid-first-round pick back in 2021, his development overall has been beyond encouraging.
High flyer and a great shooter. What a combo. Here's more. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And the layup is good. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Here's Morant. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 9.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Pass to McCollum. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
Kennard outside. Back to Morant. And they get it back. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head.
Try to put me on the post. I won't do this shit too. I ain't gonna lie.
To the line to shoot 2. Taking a look at some numbers here for C.J. McCollum.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And Stan, for those teams struggling out of the gate, how do these coaches approach it right now?
Well, look, I think what's important, Brian, when you're talking to your team is they need to understand what it takes to win. Why we win and why we lose, and you've got to play to those expectations, all right, and those demands. It's not early in the year as much the results. It's about what you're doing on the court, well or poorly.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by New Orleans. Nice move. Morant. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. Well,
How the fuck am I supposed to guard this shit, bro? Like, all he do is run the nigga.
a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Misi's shot is good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
Olynyk with a screen on Morant. MP, the pass to Olynyk. Outside Jones. Morant against MP. Another shot. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Murray for three, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Morant with it. He's got 13. And another basket for Memphis.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
MP outside. And stolen by Clark. Pass to Kennard. Clark outside. Here's Morant. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
Off to a blazing start. He's already 8 for 10, shouldering the load for this team.
And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian. They've been... Wow.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you're for real.
Memphis leading. 55 seconds left in the first. Clark outside. Pass to Edey. And here's Morant. Clock at 4. 14 feet away. The rebound by MP.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Back to Olynyk. Now Jones. The three. Cleared away by Wells. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Morant against MP. Shoots from 14. And he comes up with a bucket. Morant's got 19 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every...
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. Oh, what a quarter. Completely new group for the Pelicans. Here's Pippen. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. So for New Orleans right now, Kelly Olynyk is out there with Herb Jones. Then it's MP, and it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right. But what I love about MP is he's always working on his game every day, year-round.
Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hard-working, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And the basket by Pippen.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
1:57 left in the second period. Screen by Olynyk. Beyond the arc. Cleared away by Wells. And the Grizzlies' shooting has been good. 54% on this one. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it." You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. More. The kick to Olynyk. Here's Boston. 9 points in his last outing. Just 5 on the clock. Boston. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And so it's Memphis with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. Pass to Olynyk. And here's MP. 7 points in the game. Back to Olynyk.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
That's an inbound there.
A 3 off the inbound.
Great defense from Jackson. We've said that before. He's as good as it gets on this end.
27 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Pippen. And there's the screen. 6 to shoot. And he gets the bucket. Pippen's got 11 points.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Tipped. Outside Jones. Takes a 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 3rd assist of the night. C.J. McCollum has been leading the charge for New Orleans. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word.
56.
Terrible hell. Terrible hell. Not terrible, but terrible.
And for that matchup with the Pacers, no one can play a perfect game. So they'll have to do a few things to come close, taking good shots, communicating.
So let's move on now to this Grizzlies game, which has turned out to be a tight one.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting their defense on it.
And that's a wrap on.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got Jackson. Ja Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Wells in at the 3, small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Well, this kind of performance from Morant doesn't surprise anyone. He can score with the best of them.
Well, Coach, one of the more electric players in the NBA, Ja Morant.
Yeah, that's for sure, Brian. High-flying, acrobatic at the rim, just a supreme athlete, and he is without a doubt one of the most exciting players this league has to offer.
Jackson outside. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Back to Morant. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. With a short break, we look at some of the stingiest defenses in the NBA. In third, the Pelicans.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Jackson on the wing. Here's Wells. No points so far. Here's Morant. The Pelicans pull it in.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
They set the pick. Oh, there's the alley. Throw it down on the lob.
Yeah, selfless stuff on that dish from MP.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Fantastic finish inside by Morant.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Now here's MP. He's got 11. McCollum outside from behind the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Moore's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Clark. Back to Morant. Here's Wells. Now Morant uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
And stolen by Clark. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And Ja Morant again. And now it's just a 2-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, you have to be so worried about Kennard's shot. That opens things up for others.
MP with it. Jackson in his pocket. MP shot is good. MP's got 13.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And again, it's Ja Morant. Morant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, the defense can't let Morant get comfortable down there, or he'll just continue to torture him.
To the middle. Kicks it out to MP. Kennard with the rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Wells, covered by MP. Clark outside. Jackson outside. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot for the tie. And it's Morant missing. The Pelicans have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Stan, certain NBA teams take on the identity of their home. Like the Grizzlies, for example. They call Memphis Grind City.
Well, Brian, I think it's a perfect fit. Hard-working people in a hard-working city, and they want a hard-working team.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Aldama's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
MP against Morant. It's rebounded by Moore. Moore's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Messi. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Jackson, pass to Clark. Look. At lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, BA. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
Kennard outside. Back to Morant. Pass to Clark. 5 to shoot. Kennard for 3. No good.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Jones with a screen on Morant. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
That's tipped. Here's more.
Oh my God. That was it.
6 on the shot clock. MP makes his move. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now an 11-point New Orleans lead.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
Pass to Kennard. The 3. And another miss by Memphis. New Orleans leading by 11. Moore's shot is off.
Right.
Wow.
It's okay.
Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Morant with the slam!
Yeah, and Morant just makes it look so easy pulling off a move like that.
I missed the
Unreal.
move.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
You done on my right.
And so MP will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. From deep. Memphis with a rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And it's Morant missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And MP throws it down. Oh boy, looks like he was injured there.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack
Hey, we
for
the
an
kids.
injured team.
Some changes for
Started out
Memphis.
killing my
Edie's
ass.
checked in for Clark. Conchar
Yeah,
comes in
man,
for
you
Kennard. And it's Pippen in for Ja Morant.
Good point guard, kid.
1:35 left to play in the third. Here's Pippen. He's got 11. Pass to Edie.
Yeah.
Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 8 rebounds in the game. Lets a floater go. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Here's Pippen. Jackson with it. It's tipped.
Ooh.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And he lobs it up top. And
Yeah, we showing out right now. No, we showing out though.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Pippen, covered by MP. And Jackson gets double-teamed. Pass to Pippen. Fires the 3. Unable to get that one. New Orleans leading by 15. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Moore. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. That 3's off the mark. Here's Pippen. And so it's New Orleans up 15 points as this quarter concludes. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be back in a moment.
Make adjustment, kids.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Better
And
be
I'll
that
tell you
bounce
what,
pass.
this was a no-brainer
Bounce pass.
tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking.
I'm a for the fellas. What's up?
Substitution on the court.
Let me see. Maybe really run for the right.
McCollum against Kennard. Shot's good by McCollum.
Well, when he finds his flow, McCollum can be a thorn in the side of the defense with how he can fill it up.
Here's Pippen. So the Pelicans 5 right now. To the paint. Here's Clark. It's hauled in by New Orleans. MP with it. They set the pick. Inside. And stolen by Clark. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Pippen. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
And for a coach, you always appreciate when you're able to turn a stop into a score.
From deep, MP sinks it from distance. MP's got 26 points.
Yeah, just another thing MP does for this team. Space the floor.
Jackson surveying the D. Pass to Pippen. Back to Jackson. Here's Pippen. McCollum defends. And the basket by Pippen. 19 points in the game.
Strong anticipation from Jackson on the dish. Coaches love to see that out of their big men.
All right, now an update on Ja Morant's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer from Memphis let me know the status, and it looks like it's a severe ankle sprain. It's a serious injury, but they're hoping he's avoided any structural damage. And this team really needs him. They aren't the deepest squad in the NBA, so we'll see how they move forward, Brian.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
New Orleans leading by 16.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Pelicans.
I think it was their play in the paint that got them the win tonight.
And the defense seemed powerless to stop them down low, resulting in plenty of high percentage shots for them.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And while there were some guys out there that played well, what really stood out was the production for C.J. McCollum.
He came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
And here's MP. Going inside. And he lays it up and in.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Kennard passes to Jackson. He buries it from 3.
Usually just seen as a knockdown shooter, Kennard has good instincts as a passer as well.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Now here's MP. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. And for the NBA Cup tournament, they finished group play with a 3-1 record.
Yeah, they put some extra effort into these NBA Cup games, if you ask me. Now, proving they came to play this year.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.